All right, so now Jesus is talking to the church of Smyrna. In Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, it says, I know your afflictions and your poverty, yet you are rich. He says, I know about the slander of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Be faithful even to the point of death, and I will give you life as your victor's crown. This is so important because the Lord doesn't say, I'm going to stop Satan from putting you in prison. I'm going to halt the suffering. I'm going to give you riches. I am going to stop the slander. See, he doesn't say he's going to start or stop the difficulty from occurring. What's the guidance? The guidance is to be faithful even to the point of death. Do you hear that? Even to the point of death. See, I'm not going to spare you the hardship. I'm not going to spare you the difficulty. But what I will do is I will give you a victor's crown. And we understand what this means. This is eternal life right here. Because you're going to suffer to the point of death. But no, in that death, oh, you come to be with me for all eternity. See, some of y'all are asking for the Lord to end the suffering. You're upset with him because he's not ending the suffering. You are explaining to God that you are suffering. What you don't understand is the suffering is doing the work in you. It's producing character, hope, and perseverance. See, that suffering, that hardship, it is perfecting your faith. It is maturing you. Why would God take away the very thing that is being used to test and to grow your faith? You see, once when we get this understanding of what it is that God is doing in the midst of our perceived lack, of our poverty, of our afflictions, of the slander. We think God don't know it. And he's like, yeah, I know it. I know what's going on. But when we understand what God's doing within that, it helps us to be able to endure. Now it's not a woe is me, take it away. It's God strengthen me. God, deposit in my character what it is that I need to be able to withstand the hardship. Renew my hope, revive my hope. God, give me what's needed to persevere. Yeah, see, Jesus tells Peter, he says, hey, Satan has decided to sift you as wheat. Baby, sift you as wheat. But I'm not going to stop it. He doesn't say he's going to stop it. He's not going to intervene in the situation and stop the devil from sifting him. No, what does he say? But I have prayed for you. Oh, the power of prayer. That your faith will not fail you. Oh, and when you get on the other side of that thing, when you are strengthened, go out and strengthen your brothers. I tell you, when you get done on the other side of your suffering that you're going through right now, baby, the kind of faith that you're going to have, you're going to be able to be a witness for others so that others will believe. See, it's not always for your belief. It's for theirs. How many people will you bless with your faith? How many people will be blessed by witnessing you not jumping off your cross when it got hard, by enduring, by suffering? You see, for some reason, we have this notion that we're not supposed to suffer. We're not supposed to have hardship. We're not supposed to have difficulty. This is not biblical. But then why do you run when you have it? Why are you in such despair when you experience it? The Bible tells us those that set themselves on having a godly life will be persecuted. Oh, in this life you will have trials and tribulations. Oh, but rejoice because I've overcome. You will be hated because they hated me. Yeah, see, the Lord tells us to go after him, deny ourselves, and take up a cross. There's a cross to be taken up. You know what happened on the cross? Crucifixion happened on the cross. And the Lord tells you, in order to come after him, you got to take up yours. You see, he knows. He knows what it is that you're going through. But he wants you to not be afraid. Why doesn't he want you to be afraid? Even though he tells you you will suffer persecution. Not just that you'll be persecuted. You'll suffer. You will suffer. Because I'm with you. I'm with you in the suffering. You see, he's the fourth man in the fire. I'm in the fire with you. You're not alone. And I know a little bit about suffering. I know what you're going through. I went through it too. I went to it to the point of death. And I'm asking you to do that too. I'm asking you to suffer. I'm asking you to endure hardship. I'm asking you to endure breaking. I'm asking you to deal with not having comforts and luxury. I'm calling you to hard. I'm calling you to difficult. I'm calling you to challenge. This is what this road is. Will you surrender in the suffering until you suffer no more? Not because the element that's causing the suffer has stopped, but because you have embraced my will, and you have fallen so deep into me, into my presence, that you allow me to absorb all of the suffering, all of the hardship, all of the difficulty, and you simply be. Let go. Surrender. God has you. Talk soon.